Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is the Prince of FNAF and we got some awesome news in regards to the upcoming Five Nights at Freddy's horror movie being produced by Blumhouse. And we got to look at some major plot details as well as the casting for the movie so far. So I guess let's start off with the movie's main character, Mike, who is going to be played by Josh Hutcherson. And just reading a little bit about the synopsis they give for his character, Mike is in his mid-20s to early 30s, and riddled with guilt over a tragedy in his past, and now struggling to take care of his younger sister on his own. Mike's low on options, and he lands a new job to pay the bills. The night security guard at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Mike is vulnerable, with a tough exterior. Though he means well, his obsession with digging for the truth may have potentially disastrous consequences. Now, Mike's character in the film seems pretty interesting. He seems to be at a weird spot in his life. He's taking care of his younger sister, who he probably loves very dearly, but he's not sure how he's going to make ends meet. So he ends up getting a job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, which, if you know and you've played the games, that's never a good idea. But moving on to our next character, Abby. Abby is to be played by Piper Rubio, and here's a little bit about her character. Mike's younger sister, Abby is instinctive and brave, with a creative mind and keen intuition. A bit of a loner who keeps her thoughts and feelings close to her chest. She expresses herself primarily through her drawings, growing up without her parents while being raised by her unreliable brother. Abby has learned to fend for herself. That said, she is still very much a child, emotionally vulnerable and full of imagination, and not without the normal outbursts of a 10-year-old. Pretty cool how we also get a little bit of character development for Mike, or at least according to Abby, Mike is very incompetent when it comes to how he takes care of Abby. However, based on his little description, it seems like he really is trying, but he could be somewhat of a fuck-up character, which isn't a new thing for movies to do. He loves Abby and wants the best for her, but ultimately, he's a bit of an odd guy and always messes things up. But Abby seems like she'll be a pretty fun character, and I like that she draws. We see a lot of drawings in Five Nights at Freddy's. The little kids draw pictures of the characters, so this is pretty cool. I don't know if this has any reference to that, but it's still really cool, and it seems like she'll be a pretty fun character. Elizabeth Lale is going to be playing Vanessa, and Vanessa is appearing to be in her 20s. Vanessa is a police officer who shows up during one of Mike's work shifts. While leading with a bright and sunny disposition, Vanessa has a keen understanding of the dark history and inner workings of the restaurant. Not wanting to reveal too much of what she may know, she works to help Mike survive through the night. I feel like Elizabeth Lale is a perfect casting decision for Vanessa, with already having prior horror movie experience within the movie The Countdown, and looking exactly like Vanessa from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Like, let me put an image on screen, and you will see the comparison from the video games to the actress is uncanny. They look like the exact same person. So this is pretty cool. Now, I don't know if this movie is going to be canon to the video games and the books, but if it is, I think it'd be really cool for them to have a story of like Vanessa having a different job after the fall of Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. Maybe she got fired as a security guard, and because she still had that kind of security training, she became a police officer. And this is where we find her in the movie, and she's now free of Glitch Trap's control, so she's very happy living her life as a security guard, and offers to help Mike since he needs a lot of help. He's in a place with possessed robots. But we don't know. It's probably not going to be canon to the games, but it'll still be a fun movie, I'm sure. Matthew Lillard is going to be playing William Afton, Five Nights at Freddy's most iconic character, the purple guy, the guy who basically started it all. He killed the first batch of children who possessed the animatronics and came for him. Pretty cool. But this guy is famous for voicing Shaggy Norville Rogers in the Scooby-Doo franchise. So is he going to be really goofy? Is he going to be like, "Oink oink Scoob, I just killed a bunch of children in the back room"? And while yes, he is famous for voicing Shaggy Norville Rogers in the Scooby-Doo movies, as well as some recent projects, but we won't be seeing a version of William Afton that's going to be talking like a hippie and talking like he's always smoked. This is going to be a proper, unhinged version of William Afton. You'll see. The guy has done other serial killer characters in the past, and he did them great. So we won't be getting Shaggy as Purple Guy, I promise you. Next up, we have Mary Stuart Masterson as a unnamed female villain. Now, we don't know who this is. It's not going to be Vanny because we know Vanessa is going to be a benevolent character in this movie. She is apparently one of the main characters, so we still don't know who Mary's going to be. But my theory is that she could potentially be one of the characters who is at Fazbear Entertainment, who we've only heard mentioned multiple times throughout the video games. And Fazbear Entertainment is very often depicted covering up a lot of dark things that happen in their restaurants and various other attractions. So it makes sense that we could see Mary take on this kind of character who works for Fazbear Entertainment, covering up all of the dark stuff that happens around the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzas. The kind of Fazbear Entertainment employee that is so dedicated to covering up all of the supernatural happenings across all of their various attractions that she will actively kill other people or maybe even enlist the help of William Afton in the movie. Who knows? But that's probably who her character is going to be, somewhere along that lines, somebody that works for Fazbear Entertainment to cover up the dark truth behind the supernatural and paranormal activity happening across the pizzeria brands that they own. Or hell, she could even be a corrupt manager for Fazbear Entertainment, the very person that hired Mike on as a security guard, knowing that he would eventually be brutally murdered by the possessed animatronics in that specific Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria location. There's lots of opportunity for a new villain, and there's lots of ways that this villain could be done in this movie. But it seriously sounds like after being placed in development hell for many long years, Five Nights at Freddy's the movie is actually going to be made, and we're actually going to be able to go to the theaters with some popcorn, sodas, maybe a bit of Five Nights at Freddy's merch, and go enjoy this movie. With an awesome cast already being selected as we speak, and even some characters being revealed, Jim Henson on board to bring some of the characters to life, this is going to be quite a ride. Can't wait to find out who the new female villain is as well. But let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. And with that, do take care, have a great night, and I'll see you in the next video.